halfway out on my ride, pretty much when I got into Hand Road, that I forgot my mirrors. I took them off when I was enduro riding, just forgot to put them back on. So, oops, sorry. Not going on too many roads. I tried that a couple of weeks ago. Someone else has tried it recently in a car. It's really thin up the top and it's super steep and super sandy. It needs a really light bike and paddle tire to get up that. I'm not trying that. That was a local. Shouldn't have taken my eyes off the road. Here is the trail. Oh man, what a crappy start. Had a lot of rain recently, last week or two. Alright, here we go.
Hey everyone, thanks for clicking on this video. My name's Justin. The video you're watching is me riding my adventure modified KTM EXC 450. I do plan on making a video on this bike specifically in the future. I'm riding it through mostly a mix of single track, although I get a little bit of gravel roads and some sandy twin track towards the end as well. Very much learning the art and trade of making YouTube content, so I hope you'll bear with me through that. It's really a bit of a test for me, but yeah, I do hope you find it entertaining enough still. Not really planning on too much commentary for this ride, or really any at all, other than whatever random stuff I was yammering about during the ride itself. So I do really hope you enjoy this video. That's it for me for now. Bye.
It looks like I went that way last time. Sort of follow the same tracks. hard. I'll show you why. I'm going to do the loop. I'll be coming back through these trails again. Solo especially, you have to just be careful that you don't get yourself into a position that you can't like ride out of. Look at this, man. I'm just gonna go easy down. Mainly because I don't want to like crash straight away. Basically just because of that, you know, I think, yeah. Like I say, when you're riding solo, you just have to be careful. Like if I was to hit that and, you know, wheel the bike or something like that, loop the bike, I'm kind of stuffed. Like, you can't get here with a car. I'd be in a bit of a pickle. I think that goes behind the prison. I'm not 100% sure. It's going to take a little. This is probably going to happen too. My GPS is connected to power. But the power on this bike, taking a sip of water. The power on this bike is not consistent. I've got problems. That's why my indicators and lights don't work properly. So then it disconnects, and then it comes up with this thing that it's disconnecting from the power. Even though it's fully charged. I fully charged it last night. downhill and stuff like that sucks. Going uphill would suck even more. Much prefer it to smooth uphill. Riding an adventure-ised EXC 450 through these trails. This is why I kept this bike and, you know, sort of did what I did with it, because I want to still be able to do this sort of thing, you know. I'm fairly sure, yeah, no idea where that track goes, but I'm going to keep going this way because, like I say, I don't have all day. I've got somewhere to be for dinner tonight, so I had to work this morning. So I'm just glad that I get to be out here on the bike. I think there's another trail back there. I'm fairly new to dirt bike riding still. Hey, I don't recognise where I am. Well, this is fun. I'm on a new trail. New to me anyway. Let's see where we end up. Know where I'm going, roughly. At least I know where the trail's headed. But I don't know where it comes out. Whoa! Okay. So I think this trail is going to come out down there somewhere. But right now I've got a choice. Do I? Where did that come from? Do I tiptoe the bike down the hill? I think I do. Or do I try and spin the bike around? It's a dangerous spot to try and turn the bike around though, you know, because like I'm kind of in a wheel rut. Behind me is, yeah, so I think I just tiptoe the bike down. Just use the back brake as much as I can. It's steep as though, you know. Power shivers. Oh no. Oh dear. Well, this is actually not the end of the world, because now I can sort of just use the clutch. Okay. What on earth? This is bizarre. So I know where I was trying to get to that road. I wasn't trying to get there this way. Now I know when I come here next time, don't go up, go left. around the hill. I want to see if I can just restart the bike. Hopefully, shouldn't be too much of a... Oh man. It's a really awkward spot. No, I can't. So I just have to sort of... I say, use the clutch. No, I want to start it because I want to be able to power it out of this. This is already quite fun, hey? It's been 20 minutes in. No, I'm gonna have to get onto flat ground. Or I can just bump start it. That'll work too. But I actually didn't think of that. That kind of happened by accident. Right, well, we're going. I didn't crash. That was very awkward. Never been on this track before, so I'm really not wanting to push it through areas that I just don't know, and solo. Okay, so we're at the road. Now what I want to be doing, I want to be heading, I want to be taking this road here. Yes, that's what I did last time. It's a little hop over the hill there. It was actually a really nice little road too. I'm heading that way, heading up this way. GPS turned off here, so stacking on a track. I'm going to be doing this. So that's the plan. Let's go. run down for the Stidwell. You can see the trail right through there. Oops. Horses, and look, I can understand it. I really can. My wife has horses. She loves to ride. Yeah, so I can totally understand. But unfortunately, what happens is people with dirt bikes, they just go, hey, I can go through the track, through the bush there. I can just make a little track, and then bang, I'm on my old trails. Guys, that's what gets our trails shut down. People being disrespectful. They've given us plenty of trails to ride through here. We can be respectful and ride with the trails we've got. So easy to make new trails in areas where we're allowed to be. So let's just do that rather than being dangerous for the horses. A horse can so easily scare when they hear something like, you know, like that, and buck, and then someone's been thrown off, and then they've got broken legs, and they're out, and it's the same. You know, we don't want to get thrown off the bike in the middle of nowhere by ourselves and have to, who knows what. So that's what I just say. Just be respectful. There's a number of places up here where I could have gotten around onto the Stidwell, and it's not worth it. My 2 cents. Keep going. Track I'm looking for. Alright. The next one. There's just trails everywhere through here. It's actually awesome. It really is. A lot of this type of stuff, just that little bit trickier on my bike than, well, number one, than it used to be, and number two, than a smaller bike. So I geared this bike for a little bit more highway use. Being a 450, it's got a lot of torque down low, but it does mean that, you know, below about 15 k's an hour, I'm really fanning the throttle, fanning the clutch. And then of course you add to the fact that I don't have motocross tyres. See, I'd love to know where that trail goes. I think I do know where that trail goes. I think I'm coming back through this way. But the fact that I don't have motocross tyres, I've got Moto's adventure tyres on it, and they're pretty aggressive and they're good. Like, I can ride through this stuff, but it's just that bit harder. I just struggle with grip a little bit more. And that's just fine. Like, it's the way I set the bike up. But yeah, I changed the rear sprocket. What would that be? Hang on. Smaller? Slightly smaller rear sprocket. I think like 2 teeth smaller. And it just means that, yeah, in the lower speeds, just using that clutch just a little bit more. So I want to be going this way now. And then I'm going this way. This is a really cool trail. It's got a bit of everything, and yet, like I say, you're going to see that in this trail. close to stalling. Believe it or not, that's not the hard hill climb. I'm really hoping that I get up the hard hill climb like without stopping. Harder hill climb, I should say, without stopping, because that one's got up at once. The first time I went through there, I ended up laying the bike over. It was just like, yeah, it just didn't quite have the right speed. I think it was just quite right. So anyway, let's have a go at this. There's also a confidence thing with me too. Like I say, riding through single track. Whoa! Smacked my handlebar. Riding through single track is not something I've done really enough of. I'm just sort of finding my feet. But it's a lot of fun. It's here. With that. Yeah, like I say, I stuffed it one time coming up there, and pretty much halfway up that, laid the bike down. Oh, it was not a whole lot of fun. Oh, here we go. What am I doing? This is where having better tyres would help, eh? Worried about on this trip, so hopefully I won't come off today. Famous last words. I don't want to go up it this way, because some of those kind of corners, like uphill, like some of this, I don't know, man. I'm not sure I'd get up this with this bike. I'm considering have another motorbike at home, a Yamaha MT-09, which I don't really ride anymore. Considering selling that and buying an adventure bike, or a more adventure style bike. Got one particular one in mind. If I do that, I can probably set this bike a little bit more up again, like much more like an enduro bike, a smaller tank, change the rear sprocket back up again. Yeah, and then stuff like this will be just that little bit easier, you know. Well, I hope anyway. It's still a 450. It'll always be a 450 in single track, and that's just the reality. With with a novice rider on top. Sometimes the most important nut that needs adjusting is the nut that's behind the handlebar. Holding onto the handlebar. Oh, that's right. Oh no, this is not where I wanted to stall it. Oh, hey now.